concept of little brother is a common theme across rivalry games, but there is one where that term has floated predominantly over the landscape of a matchup. And when the Paul Bunyan Trophy is up for grabs, there is nothing little when these brothers start battling. And the Spartans will kick it away to start us off. He'll start the return inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The Wolverines offense will go to work first. The Wolverines often look at this rivalry as their birthright to win, and boy, did they put the hammer down in a blowout last year.
Yeah, you heard a lot of hail to the victors, and you heard a lot about little brother and a lot of shots throughout this last year about how Michigan is the program in the state. They are the brand, and Michigan State has heard that holler a ton.
That's just been a narrative that we've heard throughout the years, too, and it's something that people love talking about in Ann Arbor is that they are the dominant team, and it's not even close in a in-state rival. Michigan State's got to do something to flip the script. If they want their program to reach the consistency that Michigan has, they've got to recruit better, and a big way in doing that is winning this game.
And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. The Wolverines line up to punt it away. Having to kick it away after a 3-and-out's not what they had in mind. Bearcats called for and taken at the 30-yard line. So Michigan State's offense will go to work for the first time today. And this running game might have a huge advantage when they get to the second level of this defense, David.
Well, and this is a big challenge. Like, you're overmatched. You understand this guy is a top-shelf player, and I'll be honest, this defense is kind of struggling.
And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Defense has him. They're on the move.
And that is exactly how you draw it up. You get to the quarterback, but you get the football out. You hit him, you try to rake it out. Great job by the defense. Getting the sack, getting the fumble.
Looking for the end zone. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. 2nd down coming. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. The play action fake. Quarterback on the move, still looking. And the pass is incomplete, but it might not matter. Flag is down, and it looked as if the defense was roughing up that receiver. So given where the line of scrimmage was on that last play, the pass interference penalty in the end zone will put the ball at the 2. Trying to barge their way in. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Wolverines.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They scored fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They are going to be a problem for defense all year long.
End zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though, they get another chance, right? They can make amends with this drive right here. That's all that's important. You've got to execute, and you've got to lock in.
Under fire. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. It's complete to the left. He stopped short, and it's 4th down. The Spartans will call on their punt team. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Able to get the first one of the day away. They did have to send him out 3 times in that victory last week. He gets a block. Puts him in the spin cycle. The speed, the shiftiness, the elusiveness, all on display in that sweet return there. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. He's got him. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. And the Wolverines are threatening in the red zone. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Noses his way forward, maybe gets one, they'll mark it at the 18. This crowd rising up, sensing that its defense needs some help. Looking to pass, it's Herbstreit. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Makes the grab. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of the 1st down. On 4th down, trying to find his man. Got out of trouble and throws. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. A bold decision to go for it on 4th down, and one that did not pay off. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Pulls it and fires to the left. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, back up inside their 20. And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
Slips through the line. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Looking for his man in the middle. And good coverage and better hands on that shot to the end zone. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Gives it on the option. Got enough for the 1st down. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. Down to the 18-yard line, it's 1st and 10. They'll give it to him again. Got some room, entered to the goal line. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Michigan.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
And he made the extra point without problem. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. Still up, and he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
Man, this defense has been so impressive to watch. Look at them. Get to the quarterback, get the sack. They play so fast. It's like they have 12 men on the field. Another good performance going down right now. Coming off of last week, putting a goose egg on the board against their last opponent.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot. And the Spartans will punt it away on 4th down. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He gets it away from his own end zone. He's got it near midfield. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. He's turning it loose into the middle. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Back to throw, it's Herbstreit. On the run, fires downfield. Makes the grab. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. On 1st down from the 13-yard line. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Wolverines. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here this Week 11 performance.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
He'll return it. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. Jet sweep to the receiver. And he is stopped behind the line, and that's how we'll finish the 1st quarter. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. They largely dominated this 1st quarter as indicated by the stats. So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break. Looking to fire. Finds the tight end. And that defense is all over that one. No room to run after the catch. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires one high and deep. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. They boot it away. Hauls it in at the 40. Makes a move. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Out of the gun, the inside give. Let's take a minute to talk about Michigan. They're the new #1 team in the country. What do they need to do to stay in that spot?
Well, and it's cool to see this team earn that, right? Like they haven't been #1. They had to go get it on the field, and now it's got to stay on the field, Jesse. One game at a time. Don't get over our skis. Think about too many things in the future. Think about today.
Yeah, they've got to have a sense of urgency now, especially knowing with that #1 beside the name, they're going to get everybody's best shot. So they've got to step up. They've actually got to elevate their play now, I think, to keep this thing moving forward.
Here comes the offense back onto the field. They go to the ground. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, and this has been tough sledding. All right, this offense has really struggled to move the football, and this game's all but over. But here's the thing, man. Thank God you don't play this defense every week. And let's continue to work here and find something we do good, build maybe a little bit of momentum so next week we play a little bit better football.
The Spartans will hustle to the line. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And he the 7. The punt team makes its way onto the field. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for the position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs and I'm in scoring position.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. They'll try the run. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Now facing a 3rd and long. To the air, it's Herbstreit. Nice run there to keep things moving before they force him out of bounds. The Wolverines trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. He wants to throw it. He wants it all. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's 2nd down. They'll give it another shot on 2nd and goal from the 4. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. Touchdown, Michigan! The offense puts up 6 with that trip to the end zone.
You talk about going on the road and making a statement. 27-0. Hostile environment be danged. You talk about home field advantage? Well, it hasn't worked. They have come in and had answers and started this first half as good as you possibly can.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 28-0. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, fellas, here's a quick update on a top 15 clash today. Oklahoma is trailing, but don't tell me this team can't come back. I once saw Jalen Hurts lead the Sooners back from 28-3 down. We'll see what they're made of today. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Ole Miss. We'll keep an eye on things until the final horn in a game that could shake things up a bit in the SEC.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And the Spartans trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. From the gun, running back gets the gift. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. And picking up the first down will be nice here, but also important, get some cushion for the punt team. Right back to it. He is denied, cannot get to the first down marker, and it's 4th down coming. The Spartans will bring the punt team onto the field. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He'll field it close to the 50. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. To the air, it's Herbstreit. Throws toward the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. He'll take another shot here. And he's got it at the 15-yard line. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14. Gets rid of it. Wide open downfield. Touchdown, Wolverines. They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone.
And man, the defense really needed to stop there. They needed to create some momentum, get the ball back to the offense before the half. But the offense does their job, and they continue to pile on, continue to create momentum. There's going to have to be some questions answered at half with this squad because it's been a struggle in the first half.
And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. The give from the gun. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Give to the running back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. You got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
I know that was third down, and I know the quarterback's trying to be careful. You don't want to be too greedy, but he had guys open downfield. I think if he had been a little bit more patient and been a little bit more willing to let the play develop, I think he could have converted that with a throw vertically down the field. Instead, he got lazy, checked it down to his running back, and now they're setting up fourth down.
That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Gentlemen, so much to break down from a spirited first half between Michigan and Michigan State with the Paul Bunyan Trophy at stake.
And it's caught from inside the 20, and here he comes. Buys just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. Trying to set the tone with the run. Turning it on. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. Stopped at the 43 after the 15-yard pickup. Perfect play call for that big gain to open the drive. Now here they come on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Slides away. Cannot get away. It is a huge sack, and I can't imagine what he was thinking on that play. And the Spartans with a long way to go after the loss on the last play.
This quarterback is thinking to himself, I need to get an NIL deal at some restaurant so I can take my offensive line out and feed them more, because I don't think they like me very much right now. I've been sacked 6 times in this game. It's time to get that new NIL deal paycheck.
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Catch inside the 30 and still running. And he'll be tackled, but there is a flag on the field. This offensive line trying anything to protect the quarterback at this point. Nothing's working, and they'll back up after the holding penalty. He'll need some juice in that arm on 3rd and long. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
And it's been a long day. I mean, there's not much to point out that this offense has done well. They're behind huge, and they got no shot if they can't somehow find a way to protect their quarterback.
The Spartans will try to pin them back with the punt. At midfield, trying to turn it upfield. Smashes through the tackle. Well, they finally stop him, but he found... running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. Catch in the middle, it's Morgan. Oh, sweet feet. Gives him the big stiff arm. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play.
A lot of smiles right now in this offense. They've got a big lead, and they're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are still getting open. Pass protection is still great. This quarterback's thinking to himself, man, I'm going to be padding my stats here in the second half of this game because everything we're dialing up is working.
The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Will they be able to get that 1 more yard and stick it in here on 3rd down? the offense will try to punch it in here on 4th and goal from the 1. Marches ahead. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Michigan. The Wolverines have a nice little cushion in that Paul Bunyan trophy almost within their grasp.
Sparty can't quit, though. This game means too much. In the rivalry, in the conference play, in recruiting, Sparty now has to dig deep, and they've got to fight back. Just takes one play, David.
Yeah, and these guys are a bunch of underdog guys, right? These guys are the ones that are talked about in this rivalry as inferior to Michigan all the time. You got a chance to keep fighting, showing what's inside your chest.
And he's going to try to return this one. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Gives it on the option. Spins away from the defense. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. 1st and 10 from their own 24-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. And the Spartans now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Grab behind the line. It's Kelly. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chain. After an unproductive first half and opening drive of the second half, the offense finally finding a little something to jumpstart them. They've got a 1st down. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. The give to the running back from the shotgun. They'll get the 1st down. It's spotted on the 49. The Spartans come to the line with a fresh set of downs. To the air on 1st down. Pulls it in. It's Thompson. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Caught behind the line. It's Payne. There he goes. He makes the stop, and a nice pickup there on 1st down. Leaves them in 2nd and manageable. Now the play fake. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
Man, this defensive end is a monster. I mean, you've seen his athleticism and his speed and his bend and his flexibility. He now has 2 sacks, and there's still a lot of football to play.
And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. And the Spartans will punt this one away. Make sure that there's not going to be a return on this one. Ball's out of bounds, and I think they'll mark it right around the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. He leaves it with his back. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. He's moving out of the pocket. Snags it down the right side. They make the tackle, but not before he finishes off this 3rd period with a big play. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. So 1st down will open up the final period. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And he runs through 1 tackle and picks up a few. He has 89 yards rushing. He continues to impress as he leads the nation in rushing. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. And the Wolverines are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Snagged out of the air. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels. The Wolverines look to keep this drive humming. They're looking to get the edge with this one on the toss. Oh, spin move. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave them a little bit of everything on that one.
And that play there is essentially a microcosm of why this guy's the leading rusher in the nation and why he's in contention for the Heisman Trophy. This guy's got speed, open field running ability. He can break tackles. He can just do it all.
Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. He'll keep it himself. Touchdown, Wolverines! And they take it in for 6 more points. That ought to be enough to make this lead insurmountable, and with it, they'll be a perfect 10-0. Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer. Sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You've worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry. Get some emotion. Get some momentum on your side.
They'll move the wide receiver. Off-play action on first down. Oh, they're after him. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
And it's simply been that kind of day for this offense. They've had so many struggles. And at this point in the fourth quarter, you're trailing by a ton of points. Defense knows you're throwing it, and they're pinning their ears back, and they're getting after you, as you saw it on that sack there.
He has had a long day at the office, not to mention the backfield, as the defense has been all over him. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. That pass not close. He got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. The Spartans will line up to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. From midfield, looking for room. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. So here comes the Michigan offense. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening, run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse.
Yeah, you saw the experience in this offense that last drive, too, on that touchdown. Everybody on the same page. These guys have repped these plays over and over in practice and in games, and it's working big.
Yeah, so I got to find a way to disrupt it. I got to find a way to maybe be more aggressive, maybe blitz, mess up this rhythm they got going.
And the Wolverines are threatening on 1st and goal. Use the play fake, now to throw. Lets it go to the end zone. And give him another 6. Grabs it for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
With that last touchdown, they remain undefeated. And what can you say about this offense? One of the most explosive in the entire nation. And they're coming in, I think, every week with the mindset that we're just going to outscore everybody. We are okay going into a track meet. And that's really what we saw in this game today. But opponents just cannot keep pace with them and all of the athletes they have on the offensive side of the ball.
And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they cap things off with a 9-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he's going to bring it out. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3 and out the last time they had the ball. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. 2nd down, he'll throw it. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. Now 3rd and long, and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. He's looking downfield to throw. Got it in the middle. It's didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it. Just a few. And the Spartans will send out the punt unit. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. takes it on the return. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. And the offense takes the field eager to go back to work. Back to pass, it's Herbstreit. Buys a little extra time. Rolling, throwing, looking right. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. The throw. It's complete on the right side. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. 1st and 10 coming up. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They just keep firing. Throws to... his fingers. They run into a bit of trouble here. 3rd and long from the 25, and the last thing they want is to get knocked out of field goal range. Bought a little time, lets it go. Misses again, it's incomplete, and that's 3 in a row. And they'll send out the field goal unit. This is not a straight-on kick, a 42-yarder from the right hash. And this one is perfect. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest of this way, and we looking pretty good.
From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll go right back to him. Oh, he's got some space. They'll mark him down at the 37. It's a 10-yard gain. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. The Spartans have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Back to pass. Snagged in the middle. It's Luna. Couple of guys there to get him on the ground. It'll be 3rd and long. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. They're setting up the screen. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer.
That roughing call probably stems from frustration as this guy has cut them into pieces. They'll run it from the gun. Sweet cut there. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. And the Spartans in a good spot here with 2nd and short. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Looking to throw on 1st down. Quickly out to the tight end. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the 1st down and sets them up beautifully here. The Spartans have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop them right here. Still firing away as they'll go down swinging. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again. As has been the case for the majority of this rivalry, it's Michigan who once again will take home the mighty Paul Bunyan Trophy. Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.